Right, so on my screen, I've got the code from the video, the animation support, where you can see that I have a car moving off the screen. That car is being repeated because we've got a draw loop. I'm going to move that first brace bracket down so I can see if it's got a match. And I can tell it's moving at the rate of, well, 1 pixel to the right, because we're taking our variable and we're adding 1 to it. I can make it come back by taking away 1. I can make it come back faster by increasing that value. Now, I don't want to have to sit here and constantly flip these values back and forth. What I want to do is get it to loop on its own. So we can do that by using something called an if statement. So I can check if x. Now, I'm going to use a greater than 400. So I'm going to write it out and then I'm going to explain it to you. So what I've done is I've checked if our location of our x, so in other words, if our car is bigger than 400. Now remember, 400 is right here. So in other words, if it goes off the screen, I want to do something. Now this if statement is only ever going to run if our x is bigger than 400. So if it is bigger than 400, well, I'm just going to reassign the value of x. So I'm going to say, actually, if it gets bigger than 400, I'm going to set it to 0. So now you can see, every time it goes off the screen, it goes back to the very beginning. And thus, I've created a really simple GIF. You can change how fast your GIF is by adjusting the speed of whatever your object is. You can also play around in the documentation with something called frame rate. So this checks if the car is off the screen to the right. Now remember, the screen goes from 0 to 400.